USA.
Everyone's talking about the trans sister clone in the news over the last couple of days. A Disney Star Wars book called The Secrets of the Clone Troopers came out earlier this week. All the typical grifters are all over this news, but is it really news? 2 years ago, my friends and I covered this on our live streams. As well, the character's sister also appeared in my Disney Star Wars Mega Cut, link on screen. The character is the brainchild of far leftist Disney Star Wars author E.K. Johnston. This author has a history of being a complete whack job. Years back, she had an online reference guide for her first Padme Amidala novel, Queen's Shadow. Within that reference guide, she called the cast of the Clone Wars and the prequels a lot more white than she'd prefer. Direct shot at George Lucas. She is also infamous for making female menstruation references within the narrative, even going so far as to brag about it almost in a taunting way on X. Hilariously, in September of 2022, she was attacked by her own fans for apparently writing something they didn't like about Barasafi because the character is apparently something called Muslim coded. These people are complete psychopaths, but that's what they do. They eat each other when they don't march in lockstep with the progressive agenda. The sister character came out after Johnston refused Disney Lucasfilm's request to change another character from being gender fluid to transgender in her book Queen's Hope. She created the character for this specific purpose and even commissioned the art you see here on the screen, revealed way back in 2022. Here is an excerpt from that book.
I was afraid before I left Camino. We don't really know what happens to unusual clones, but my brothers never let me doubt. I wasn't sure if the Jedi would understand. The Jedi are all about transcending things. I don't think we can complain if you've transcended gender. Transcended gender. We'll work on it, but I like where it's heading.
The cringe is strong with that one. Now listen to what she told Force Friends podcast about the character interacting with Anakin. Not just any Anakin, but Jake Lloyd Anakin.
Sister was an idea that had been floating around for a couple months at that point, and I knew that it was going to be a short scene. I knew that it was going to be very unsubtle, and I knew that I wanted it to be with Anakin because I wanted it to be one of his most Jake Lloyd moments in the whole book. I really wanted that innocence, that genuineness, that immediate acceptance to shine through in that.
Total groomer behavior, not surprising coming from anyone involved in Disney Star Wars. We talked about it 2 years ago, we're talking about it now. Hashtag the spacing was right. Make sure you're subbed up so you're getting this kind of news first before anyone else talks about it. See you in the next one.